I would like to officially announce Ethan in his new transition and new role as the CEO of EMMIE Collective.
This is not a joke.
This is not a false alarm. Hello and welcome to Pretty Funny Business. I'm Lauren Aquilino.
I'm Sydney Mulligan.
And today we have with us our dad.
Yay,
actual dad. Ethan Thomas.
He's not our dad. He's like our fun uncle.
Business dad.
Our
business dad.
Our unk.
Straight unk Ethan.
Hey, Ethan.
Means.
Is
chopped
short
good
for,
or bad?
It's one thing at a time. My kids will tell you because they're a little older than yours. Unk is short for uncle, and it means you're old. It's like
oh
calling,
no!
It's
I
like
thought it
calling
meant
somebody.
you were cool. That means I'm old.
No, it's like calling someone boomer. Like okay, unk.
Oh no! Yeah. Okay, wait, but chopped good or bad?
I think it's bad.
Oh, okay.
I would have to confirm, but I think you're chopped.
And all this I get from just one SNL skit. That's all I know. Yeah.
You're not chopped or unk, Ethan. You're super cool.
He's a little bit unk. He's a little bit of my unk. In the best way, though.
We promise to be nice to him.
In the way that tries to add value.
I will say the worst thing I'm going to say about you today is that sometimes you're an unk.
Okay.
And I will say you know that about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You're very self-aware.
Self-aware unk.
Yeah.
Totally. I couldn't do this if I wasn't. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
If I was the straight person, like, and never laughed at all this and never like even joined in, I think this would.
I don't think you'd work here.
Yeah.
You're like a tree. You know, like trees, like they got to bend in the wind. They can't just like stay there or they'll break. They've got to like stand strong, firm in their roots, rise above everyone else. And bend in the wind.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Poetry.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, should we more formally introduce Ethan then?
Our tree. So.
Everybody tree.
Everybody knows our trunk.
Our trunk.
You got there.
We found it. Our trunk, Ethan.
Cut. Okay, so Ethan, I am so happy to have you on today. Ethan is the Ethan. Ethan is the Ethan of things Ethan says. As a more formal introduction, Ethan has been working with the EMMIE team for a little bit over a year now as our growth advisor. And previous to that, a personal mentor to me. We've known each other for a long time now, maybe 10 years. Which is weird because I was obviously a teenager.
Yeah.
But you were at Pure Storage when I was a consultant on that account. And then you came to work at Revenue Pulse and I was there too. And then you left there and our paths crossed a little bit. And then we have been so lucky for you to join our team. And whatever happens, Sydney wanted to make sure we got this disclaimer out of the way right away. Whatever happens in this episode, Ethan is not trash.
Ethan's the least trash man I've ever met.
So
Thank you.
Is he trash series?
I think that takes a lot off.
This might be our he is not trash series.
Let me tell you one way that we know Ethan is not trash is that Ethan was really worried that we were going to classify him as trash on this episode, and every other trash man that has been on this series so far has been hopeful that they would be trash.
Right.
They've been going for it, huh? They've been like trying to send it in there.
Really owning the trash moniker. We've been ready to be like, oh no, James and Alexander, they're our friends. They're not trash. But they're like, no, but I'm a little trash. I'm pretty trash. There's plenty of trash elements of me. Like, well,
I can be self-deprecating. I don't think I can be that self-deprecating.
No, you're so far from trash, Ethan. It doesn't make any sense at all to call you trash. Ethan is our least, the 0 on the trash scale. Welcome to the Is He Trash series.
And you might be the only one in this series. So this is 0.
I would say absolutely the only one in the series that's going to be a 0, you know?
Well, then this might be the most boring one of all. So
no, it's going to be the best one.
It's going to be the
it
best
already was funny. You already had me in tears. I ended up discovering your new name and I loved it. Trunk Ethan. So So, big, huge announcement. This is true. This is big news
not
for
a
us.
joke.
This is not a false alarm. I would like to officially announce Ethan and his new transition and new role as the CEO of EMMIE Collective. Yeah, our editor will have to put a lot of celebrations on that one. So I want to, number one, happily introduce Ethan in this way. Number two, rip the Band-Aid off for the rest of the podcast so you know what we're dealing with here. And number three, make sure that everyone is clear. Fans, friends, family, clients, frenemies, prospects, anyone who is in EMMIE's orbit, that not a lot is actually changing here.
Except a real grown-up works here now. And he's done things like make us a budget and a forecast. And we learned about accrual-based accounting. And there's so many things that Ethan does that we probably should have been doing and never did. Yeah. And now we're going to be a real company.
Yeah. And it's time for him to take that title,
take the wheel,
and really own it and run with it. And, you know, Sydney, we talk about, there were all kinds of metaphors that we had talked about before. Like the one that I thought actually ended up really good was we were talking about how like you and I were maybe like riding a tandem bike up a hill and like Ethan pulled by and was like, do you guys know you can afford a car? And we were like, wait, what?
That would have saved so much energy.
If we would have just had a car, we wouldn't have had to be doing this. Like, that's like...
You needed a budget to know that you could afford a car.
Right. Or like, it's like, man, we built this boat and we built a really big, cool boat. And then we were like, we don't have boat licenses.
I remember that call. And first of all, I'm super thrilled and happy to be here. And I'm like, it's an honor. It really is, because it's amazing what you guys have done. You guys have built something amazing. I saw it from early days when we sat down and had breakfast, Lauren, and I was like, I just want to be helpful. Where can I be helpful? Put me to work. And then we started like these monthly regular calls, but they quickly turned into, why would we do something monthly? Why would we do it regular? Why wouldn't we just call you when we wanted to call you? Just at any time of the day, whenever we have a thought, you know? And it was great. I remember the tandem bike call, and you were just like, well, but we couldn't possibly hire somebody because that would mean money or something. And I was like, you guys have been more successful than you can imagine. You just haven't even looked at what you're doing yet and put it in the right context. And it was like a really great kind of epiphany moment.
Yeah. I mean, for the record, Sydney and I had not built a business before, and you have built a business before. And so we didn't even know, like, I'm happy to hear you say, like, I mean, and obviously you're joining the company and so you believe in it, but like to say like, wow, you guys are like successful. Like I don't even think we really knew that.
I think full 2 years into the business before we felt like we were even a real company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Minimum 2 years, maybe 3.
And then you're like, you're successful. I'm like, we are. We're doing something good.
Have somehow set a really strange, really high, but unknown bar. Like everyone else would just be looking at the numbers and being like, well, our bookkeeper tells us we have a bunch of money in the bank and we've brought in a lot of money and we have a lot of clients, and it's like staring you in the face, and then you're all, but no, there must be something else. There must be some other.
It's a little bit of it may be the eldest daughter thing. I'm not sure. Where it's like we're getting A's in school.
It's never good enough.
Yeah. But like exactly. We're getting A's at school, but like
not successful unless you're teaching the class.
We're not in AP philosophy, and so like we couldn't possibly be good enough because of that.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels like an AP class
that you made yourself.
Yeah,
wouldn't be the first time.
Shoot. All right, Ethan. So we have talked about the elephant in the room before, but you are our first male hire. Internally, we have non-women.
Lots of male consultants. It's probably worth a routine disclaimer. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Sometimes there's a perception that we don't work with men at EMMIE Collective. And I'd like to go on record once again and say that is not true. We have many male consultants who we love. We have many male clients who we love. We just didn't have any boys on our internal team yet.
Yeah.
And now we
I wonder if that misconception comes from the fact that the website says taking down the patriarchy every day.
You know,
it does not say that, number one. That was a joke Ethan just tried to make. However, maybe the fact that the website is pink alludes to that message. Yeah.
There are plenty of navy blue websites out there, and no one assumes that there are no women involved. Now, often there are no women involved, but it's not because they're not allowed to be on paper. Anyway, it's a different episode. Yeah. Ethan, do you want to introduce yourself a little more?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks. So my background is in like the B2B tech world. So I worked at places like Cisco and Citrix, Pure Storage, where Lauren and I met. And I was led the ops teams. I led campaigns and data science and operations and other teams and stuff like that. But I basically worked in these large, complex organizations. And so when I was kind of done in the industry and wanted to go into consulting, I felt like it was a good...
Graduating out of corporate is what we call it.
Yeah, graduating. I felt like it was a good opportunity for me to see more of the, like, how problems get solved and what is the real, like, important stuff versus the noise that we all get in organizations. And I was also pretty excited to get out of the tough politics, the positioning for the next project, the, internal game of most popular kid, and all that stuff. And that's never been my vibe. So I was glad to get into the actual consulting world where I can do like work and help clients and get them to the other side of their problems. And then I've also been able to now do this internally for a company where I can be a part of the internal team to help everyone grow into what we all want to get to, which is, provide lots of opportunities, grow, change, see all kinds of challenges and improvements. I am, again, thrilled to be here, and I'm really happy to work with this team, not just you two, but the other people on the team. They're just all wonderful.
When we first hired a man, I think that we were all a little nervous that the rest of both. Thank you, appreciate it. We hired our first boy. I was
as a tree. And as a tree.
And as a tree.
A trunk. When we hired our first trunk boy, I think that I was a little nervous that the rest of the ladies on our team would be like, why did you invite a boy into the Barbie
you had
house?
A choice.
Yeah. You didn't have to do this. But it was not very long after Ethan started that Sarah and I think were talking. We were like, what's interesting about Ethan? He's like a fascinating specimen of a human man that exists without ego. Have you ever met a man like that before? He's just here to do good work and wants everyone to be having a good time, feeling supported, getting what they need, making sure the business is growing, but not in there's no sharkiness. There's no chasing. There's no aggression. There's no, I don't know. It's been a fascinating specimen of a human man, Ethan Thomas. That's nice. That's why you're the 0 on the trash scale.
Thank you.
I will say that I was not surprised that you joined EMMIE, but I do want to hear a little bit. I don't think I've ever asked you this before. You could have done a lot of things. And in fact, you were consulting, for quite some time, but what, it was kind of a brave choice to I'm going to work with these people. I mean, outside of you being I think this business model is actually, or this business, we can talk about the old model later. I know you're loving that for 5 minutes, but outside of the business model that you were I'm going to work with these weirdos. I'm going to work with these weirdos.
Yeah. I think I would say so I had this really great mentor. I used to work at Harvard Business School when I lived in the Boston area.
You're supposed to say you worked at a business school in Cambridge, by the way.
Oh, sorry. A business school in the Boston area.
In the Boston area.
So I used to work there, and I had this great boss, and she told me she used to be a psychology professor at University of Virginia, and then she went to a staff position there, and she led research, and that was the kind of group I was in. And she told me, she said, you're really great at what you do, but you're so serious. I don't know sometimes if you're having a good time or if you're like taking it too seriously or whatever. So maybe you should use some humor once in a while. And I really it sat with me for a while. I was like, am I like so freaking dull? Am I like so boring? And I couldn't get used to that, because I think as a person, I try to have a good time, but somehow this corporate world, this like, especially at a place like that business school across the river from Cambridge, was like, it's like very serious, they say all the trees are perfectly manicured and the squirrels are dusted every day, that run on campus. And so I was like, yeah. So anyway, I think I have tried to do that throughout my career, is just not to take it all too seriously. And I love the irreverence of what we can do here, which is we can go and solve really hard problems, but it doesn't have to be painful in doing so. And so that's definitely one part that attracted me. And, the business model, of course, also very much attracts me, which is have incredible, amazing, smart people that are going to go solve client problems. Like, you can't beat that business model, in my opinion. So
more ROI and having fun.
Yeah.
Run it back. Yeah. One more year.
Right. Run it back. Yeah. That's right. See if we can buy more tandem bikes, more and more tandem bikes, So
no. Less and less tandem bikes. Only cars now. Maybe go karts.
That's a strategy shift.
Pink party bus.
Strategy shift. Yeah.
That is. When we talk about our next chapter, which includes Ethan as the CEO, we're like, we're not making anybody ride bikes anymore.
No more bikes. We're investing in cars. Cars for all.
At least a golf cart. At least
a golf cart.
Yeah.
At least an e-bike.
At least an e-bike. No more sweating on the job like that. That was hard.
Quick truth, marketing ops is hard and no one taught you how to survive it. That's where EMMIE Collective comes in. We fix the mess your team's already made. Databases that don't explode, campaigns that don't implode, and MQLs that actually mean something. Basically, we do the heavy lifting so your marketing can stop being a dumpster fire. Check us out at emmieco.com before your next email sends itself into chaos. First of all, I'm glad that lady said that thing to you, because it is true that you should have fun at work. And I'm glad that made you want to come have fun at work with us. But I think that there was still some culture shock for you by comparison, probably, to your last more serious job.
There is still. I don't think I'm over it. That's ambitious, I think.
We are working through some present day culture shock.
I mean, we have a weekly executive meeting every week, and I just assume the first 20 minutes of me is me just trying to hang on to the conversation, just to try to understand what's happening.
I mean, today,
the first 20 minutes of those on the paid Substack.
I know there were a couple of moments today that I really thought that was such a mess for the podcast, which was later today. One of them that Sydney wanted to talk about was we had our internal call today, and you got to witness almost every single one of us consuming protein.
Oh, yes, we were talking about all the ways. We were talking about Lauren making her baby formula, which we've talked about on the podcast before. It's just like a protein shake with espresso in it. It's like it's iced coffee made with a protein shake. I make that too. Lauren's baby formula has ground up fruits and vegetables in it, which I think makes it even more baby formula-like. Exactly. It's your complete nutrition for the day in liquid form. I am currently eating a Bear Bells protein bar, but we were discussing, I think this is maybe just some culture shock to the algorithms of millennial women.
Yeah.
Which is that you're supposed to be eating so much more protein than you could ever possibly eat in a day.
Yeah. You said you have to eat your whole body weight in protein.
Yes. Ethan, I am not making that up. You are supposed to eat your whole body weight in grams.
In grams. Protein. Okay, that is a key measurement indicator. Yeah.
That's what I said. Your whole body weight in grams of protein.
I the grams part. I just heard whole body weight. I was like,
He's like, okay, so like roadkill? Are we all going out every
a whole deer every day?
This is why people are going missing. Yeah.
Statue that you have.
That's a lot of baby formula.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. But you were like, wow, are you all are doing this?
Yeah. Well, I saw this. Everyone is preparing their things. Of course, I'm thinking, am I doing something wrong? Because I just eat food.
I think that's the patriarchy.
Yeah, a shake or a bar or some powder that they add to a thing. And I'm just like, I must be doing something wrong. I am only ingesting food. So
you got to get on your supplements game.
I know. Yeah.
And alternatively, I'm eating almost no food. So.
Yeah. I'm supplement deprived. I'm supplement deprived. For sure.
You are. Imagine the levels that you could be performing at if only you were taking your daily magnesium and eating your body weight in protein and
oh my God,
whatever else crap you're supposed to be doing. Collagen, got to do your collagen.
Magnesium.
Colostrum.
Peptides.
Not colostrum. What's the other thing? Creatine.
Colostrum's one of them.
Both of them are popular right now.
I'm sure all of this, including parts, I'm sure.
It's like, wait, colostrum meant something different. When
that is also a thing. That is also a thing.
I know. I bet it is a thing. That's what I mean is like, I think that there's a supplement site for every one of these things that you can derive from whatever body liquid or
whatever part of the animal.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dietitian the other day because I got an ad. I got an ad for another protein powder. That's just another day in the life of a millennial woman. The company where I buy my protein powder started making a protein powder that said it was beef protein. Okay. And I was like,
beef liver?
No, I mean, it's vanilla flavored, but it's like beef. And I was like, Molly, am I supposed to be doing beef protein? What is this? And she said, it is ground up bones. Beef bones. And I was like, I didn't want to know that, actually. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's too much for me.
That's maybe like Lauren was reading the label of ingredients on her powder thing today. And I was thinking, maybe you don't. But then it turned out it was like all food.
It's all food. Yeah. It's all food.
Just chopped up food.
It's a nutritionist recommended it to me. Like it's Orgain. It's the Superfoods version. Yeah. Sponsor us. I eat so much of this stuff. And then I was thinking, because you guys asked if it was omega-3s in there, but I was thinking it may be vegetarian. And I don't know if that's considered vegetarian.
The Orgain is plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One time I was on a call with Ethan and I took a sip of my water. And he was like, are you drinking out of a straw? Which I did not know was something that the patriarchy took from men. But apparently the men are not drinking out of straws.
It gave it back to us. You got to drink out of a straw because of your teeth, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's another thing wrong.
Oh, he's like, say more, I guess.
Say more, say less, maybe move on.
City, do you drink out of a straw because it's just like you get more water?
Yeah, I don't like when I turn up a drink and then I spill it on myself or when the ice comes and hits me in the face or I'm just going to drink more if it's through a straw because I'm a little baby and I need it.
Yeah.
I like to be like a little hamster, with a little drip of the water in my cage.
Right. Yeah, it's like safer for you, like less chance of getting injury.
It's like holding up your pinky while drinking tea,
It's an accommodation I've created for myself is to drink water with straw.
It's fine. I'm proud of you. There you go.
By the way, it doesn't bother me anymore.
It doesn't bother you
anymore. I'm just adding.
It bothers me that you don't use a straw more. I want you to feel light on a straw.
Well, once he realized every single one of us did it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Once you realized all of us did it, you were like, I can't judge anymore.
I'm the problem. Also, before the environmentalists come for me, I'd like to share this is a glass straw. The sea turtles have not been harmed. I've used the straw many times and will use it many more times.
Mine's plastic, but it is reusable.
That still counts. You just get a little amuse-bouche of microplastics in there to keep your body going.
I need that.
Yeah.
Alongside.
I think I only associate a straw with like, if you go to, and I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time, but like you get a big drink at McDonald's or like 7-Eleven. Yeah. Like
Me either.
Me either. Yeah, never.
but I think that's probably why I was like, oh, what's going on here?
You're just not part of straw culture because you're not part of fast food culture.
And that's why Ethan is not trash not even one point.
That's also why Ethan doesn't need baby formula because he never goes to McDonald's. He's just eating like poached salmon and vegetables. I think if you do that every day, you don't need baby formula or protein bars.
Ethan lives in California. You have so much access to so much healthy food. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. All I have is this protein powder.
And the perch from the lake.
Farm to table.
Farm to table. My farm is Amazon Prime.
I am going to talk about things Ethan has said.
Endearingly and lovingly.
So for my thing Ethan said, what I wanted to talk about is something we've talked about before is, you do sometimes say some things where Sydney and I are like, don't ever say that again. And
lovingly and endearingly.
Yeah. At least I will say, at least we are not getting off the call and going, can you believe he said that? Like we say it to your face. Like, please don't ever say that again.
Yeah, you should please say it to my face. I want to know.
Yeah. I want to know. But you know about this one. We talked about it before on the podcast, but there was one time you were talking about connective tissue and you were also like, as you were saying it, you were like going like this with your hands, like showing us what connective tissue might look like. And then on our last podcast with Alexander, he said it.
He also said connective tissue.
He said it too? Yeah.
And we were like, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do. All I knew to do was to do the universal hand signal.
Universal hand. This is American Sign Language for connective tissue.
I practiced that for my TED Talk,
And Alexander clearly did not know the story or the background, but he started doing it too because it makes sense.
Speaking of Trashmen, Alexander also had definitely never watched a single episode of Pretty Funny Business before he joined our podcast.
He said he watched one or listened to two. Can't remember.
No, he said he did not. He said, this may be your first time experiencing this podcast. And he went, hee.
But he also wanted to be in it. He also wanted it. He was like, could be good. And he was like, I bet it's fine. They're going to ask me if I'm trash. I'm going to say
yes.
Might have
raised his hand. He might have raised his hand.
He did.
He was a hand raiser.
I found out the other day, like last week on Friday. I was like, okay. But that's more than some guests that you've had on the program.
James Leadham got 60 minutes of preparation time.
Also, I would say that now that you are on payroll, Ethan, like
I can call you up at any time. It's like being drafted.
Right. That's right. No,
you got a podcast on Tuesday?
For this.
That's where you'll be.
Yeah.
See, it's not so scary. Sometimes it's better if you don't have to think about it in advance, You don't have to dread it. You can just show up and be like, batter up. Here we go.
Yeah. And what better preparation than having our executive calls every week?
100,000%.
You've been preparing for this for months.
Which I do think are just, you guys are content farming mess. I think you just, and I've seen that.
We should be.
Where Sydney was announcing something or bringing up a topic, and I could see Lauren like really like looking intently. And then after you said it and I reacted, Lauren said, I was just watching his camera the whole time to see how he'd react to what you're saying.
Oh yeah. That's a story for that was about a dream Sydney had.
That was about a dream Sydney had. That was a dream that I'm not going to share yet, but maybe someday enough time will pass that I'll share the dream.
It was going to be about 5 years before she told anyone about that dream. But she had already told me about the dream.
It was going to go in the book.
And so I was looking. I was like, what is Ethan going to do? It was so good. There are sometimes, Ethan, that you, during our calls, do something that is so good that I just always am like, we got to go back and do it. That was one. And then another, especially for someone who had just listened to Alex. I think we can
tell this whole dream because Alexander already shared part of this dream.
Yeah, exactly. So we were maybe discussing on our internal call with all 6 of us how to procure a certain merch item for Alexander. And as we were talking about it, Ethan, I don't know, you had maybe stepped off screen for something, but you still had your...
Yeah, Ethan stepped off screen to go get his coffee. And I think that I introduced the topic and I was like, oh, by the way, I ordered the thong bodysuit for Alexander. And Ethan is off screen and just went...
I just recreated it. It just hit me. It hit me. Partly because it's like there's dissonance in my brain for those things. Like... What I'm just like, what is that?
This is more than I ever thought I would talk about thong bodysuits at work.
Yeah, we like went over the pipeline, and then it was like, next up.
By the way, I ordered the thong bodysuit for Alexander.
Thong leotard. I have two girls, and they constantly had to explain to me what a leotard was and how and all that stuff when it was by ballet and all those things, and. There's no concept in my brain about how or when to wear a leotard.
Do men have any one-piece garments? Are men always wearing two-piece garments, or is there ever a one-piece garment?
No, don't put that thought in my mind.
I mean, Alexander is obviously going to be getting a one-piece garment, but aside from that, is that part of what's so shocking about it?
Yeah. But when you did that, when you laughed, all 5 of us on camera all had the same giggly reaction to the sound. Yeah. And like, it's just, there's got to be a clip of Cindy saying this, none of the women reacting, you laughing hysterically, and then all of us laughing at you laughing.
In the vein of merch that's been difficult to acquire, Leslie is going to handcraft a thong bodysuit for Alexander.
Oh my gosh. So
Fathom, sponsor us.
Yeah, another little insight into one of our calls this morning was we were having a loving discussion about our pricing strategy. And I'm not going to go much into it, but I said
that's proprietary information.
Yeah, I said that one of the ways that I was going to carrot and stick this situation was that if you were going to discount something in a certain way, that I was going to require it to be on the SOW. A big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout. Yoo-hoo!
But I wanted to embarrass you so badly that you would never
want to do it.
It's conditioning. It's conditioning.
I'd be like, big summer blowout? I don't think so. Not for this one. How many times are we going to clip Frozen in this podcast?
As many times as possible. Anyway, Big Summer Blowout's one of my favorite, isn't that like one of those, everyone loves that vocal stim? Whenever we see a discount,
big summer blowout.
Yeah, people love it. People going.
Okay, well, we've talked a lot about our experience having Ethan, an outsider from millennial girl culture, into the fold here. But Ethan, I would love to introduce a new segment that we're creating for you against your will.
Okay.
Called Reporting Live from Girl Dinner, where you share the unexpected things that you've experienced since you started working with us.
Well, and let me frame this a little bit. Ethan, now that we've announced you as CEO, which I'm thrilled about, I actually didn't talk more about this. I feel like we got distracted. I would like to say that I was formerly CEO for a while, and I am not scared or unhappy to give that over to my guy at all. I will be taking on the CMO role where I shine, and so you can expect even more weird things from us. And
we like weird things to stay in the marketing and not in the running of the business.
And not in the running of the business. Yeah. So Ethan's gonna do that. But in that same vein, we're going to talk more about you, right? Generally, in this next chapter of the business.
You're going to be in the spotlight a little bit. Yeah. Something that's maybe not Ethan's most favorite thing.
Well, I would say that Ethan has excelled in the spotlight in the past. And I'm not saying you're not excelling now. I'm just saying this spotlight is pink. And so it might feel a little different. And so we've been talking about, we don't want you to not be you. We want you to be entirely yourself. But you do work for EMMIE. So there is a little bit of a push-pull there.
Sure.
And so this is where we thought about this idea, reporting live from girl dinner, which is just a vague sense of your thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
All right, fellas.
Okay. Well, I think I want to start with this one. I want to start with this one, which is more of like an experience I've had with Lauren, because Lauren was a consultant when I was at Pure Storage and I was the client. And I remember saying, after we started working more closely together, after I left Pure Storage, just saying like, hey, Lauren, I noticed that like sometimes I'm having a conversation with you and there's not a whole lot of give back in the conversation. It's just like,
not a lot of light behind that.
No, I didn't say light behind that. It's just like, there's not like an eagerness like you get from some consultants to be like, sure, yes, you're the client. Yes, I hear what you're saying, all that stuff, right? And it was just kind of like just taking it in, you know? And I remember saying something like, I think I'd call this like quiet confidence. You have this confidence, you're very quiet, you don't feel the need to somehow validate what I'm saying, right? A lot of times. And I love that.
You said calm and friendly authority. And
yeah, calm and friendly, yeah.
And I was offended.
You were offended. I know. I'm aware that this is an offensive story to you. Sorry.
I know it was meant to be a compliment. Like, no, and the more and more I got to know you, that I was like, okay, this was his way of really.
It was actually a compliment.
Yeah, it was. And actually, like, you are so intentional, to be honest. I truly mean this. Like, about everything you say and do, is so intentional that, like, looking back, I'm like, it's probably the kindest thing he's ever said to me.
Yeah, well, it was meant that way. It was that way. But now my experience getting this at the dinner table, at the wherever we are, is I feel like when I'm talking, you're actually like writing a skit. You're just taking notes for some kind of skit that you're writing, and that's what's going on.
Lauren's like, I thought I was concealing it better than that.
not true.
Yeah. So there's a little bit.
I actually took, I think maybe it was 2 years ago at this point. Carrie actually has a really funny story about this, but I don't know if I have time to tell it. Sorry, that'll be for the Patreon maybe. But Carrie, one of our consultants, and I took a sketch writing class like 2 years ago. So you're not. When something weird happens, I am a little bit like, this is hilarious, and I will be fucking
this is later. Pen to paper, yeah, that's for sure. So anyway, that's one of those experiences I've had. Is just like I feel like there's a lot of that. One of the things that I've heard where I can't get used to it yet. It's rather new, and there's, thank God, like an acronym, or maybe it's a 2-letter acronym for it, but pervert. He
still was like, can I say
I literally, before we pressed record, I meant to say, you cannot say pervert to Ethan on this podcast because we promised to be nice to him.
I wasn't going to call him a pervert.
But I now know that it's
a term of endearment.
It's a term of endearment, and it's a hyper focus on something, I think, right? And an awkward hyper focus on something. So I think I'm glad it's called TV now. It's like this.
Well, can I tell you the real problem, Ethan, is that it started as PV, which was like short for
sort of regressed into pervert.
Like, gone backwards and have started using pervert even more. And so this is a good reminder, because this is not an appropriate word. This is not an appropriate word for the workplace. We shouldn't be saying it. Yeah. And in a world full of them,
trunk, I should come in and say, let's cut down.
Guys, maybe we should cut back on pervert a little bit. Maybe
let's go back to
less
PV.
Perverts in 2027.
Yeah. More PV. We can stick with PV. Like, that's fine. And if you know, you know. PV. But I will say that it was PV, and we've been more loose lately.
Yeah.
Lauren, I think you've really started taking to AI pervert. And I think that you've really shortened it to just pervert. Be like, oh, maybe we can get a pervert on that.
You know the ones. You know the kind.
I know what you're talking about.
But I do know what you're talking about now. There's still some discomfort with the word, but I think I totally know.
What makes it so funny is like it is such a shocking word to say.
Yeah.
Are there any like do not say them, do not test this, but like are there many words like that one? I don't know. It's funny.
I don't want to say any of them.
No,
yeah.
This is a rhetorical question for that
restraint we're looking for in EMMIE Collective CEO.
Well, and you do know, by the way, though, that like fans of the podcast are called VIPVs.
Very important perverts.
I don't think I do that. So
I know.
I think the last one I really like. The last thing I heard. This was when we had a workcation in Orlando, which was meant to be Cancun. I think this was talked about in the podcast, but then a cartel leader got.
It's messy when the cartel interferes with business.
I know. So EMMIE ends up in Orlando, and we were listening to one of the consultants who I've known for a while and really like. And there was this talk of kind of like, what do you do to kind of like calm down, or what's your ASMR type of thing, And she said it's she watches an erotic dancer count her tips at the end of the night.
I missed this.
YouTube video.
Oh, wait till I tell you who it is.
And makes them really nice, and then wraps them in all that stuff.
It's like coin sorting ASMR.
Yeah.
She sorts her dollars for it, and that's the type of ASMR this person likes.
Yeah. And so I did not expect that.
If you want to ask me,
in a casual conversation,
Sydney's looking at me like, who is it? If you want to ask me two to three identifying questions that no one else in the audience would catch it. This person really likes.
Is this person a project manager?
No, this person really likes going, gone.
Oh, really? It's her?
Yeah. Wow. Probably the person you would least expect.
Yeah, for sure.
To happen,
For sure.
Yeah. But anyway, this is just.
There's nothing wrong with going, gone. I was there yesterday.
We love going, gone. The Triple G.
It's that's the Dick's Sporting Goods outlet.
Not to be confused with the Chicks and Dick's Sporting Goods outlet,
right?
Which is EMMIEcollective.com.
Which is Mike Rizzo's house.
Shoppy.
Shoppy for the swag.
Yeah.
Well, that I think I realized relatively early on that this was going to be a fun and exciting adventure, like all corporate type adventures, and some more. And there are going to be some other.
You're going to expand your vocabulary a little bit.
And Ethan, you said earlier that like I would not really respond to things, but it's because I'm writing a skit in my head. That's what's happening. Also, I didn't know you in person that much earlier. I'm defending myself. Like, is Lauren trash? I just didn't respond to him. I would always have to tell my clients, like, I'm sorry, but as a consultant, you're like kind of thinking through things, like on the fly. Mm-hmm. And so I would always stare at the wall as like a blank slate to like think through a problem. And then they'd be like,
knock, knock. Anybody home?
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
We lost her. She's having a seizure.
Yeah.
Well, those are some billable hours there, like that. I should have been like, I'll get back to you and do that later, but I wasn't. I was just writing math equations on the wall.
How many times did you get, Lauren, I think your video is frozen.
Unlimited.
Like, oh no, was it? Let me just turn it off.
Yeah.
Ethan made the funniest joke that I've heard Ethan make yet. I'm leaving space for Ethan to make more funny jokes in the future because this was really funny and I laughed about it for a long time, which was Lauren asked a very serious question about our positioning against traditional agencies and how Ethan would explain our differentiation. And Ethan, in his answer, refers to them exclusively as trad agencies.
Ethan, did you do this on purpose? He did not know what he was talking about.
I do soak up some of the culture. I do soak up. Like, I have teenage girls And sometimes Love Island is on in the other room, or I
Real Housewives of Mormon Wives, like
definitely those have been on all this stuff. So I soak some of it in. It comes in different wavelengths.
Funnier is it's just like a little grenade that's wrapped. You never see it coming.
I will say, I mean, we're in Slack, and Lauren is asking a very serious question. I don't know, you were preparing something, and then it was like this traditional agency, and I was all, trad agency.
He did it. It's a good joke.
I put it out there.
So now I have a new campaign to work on, obviously.
It goes from personality hire to trad agency.
Don't be a trad agency.
Yeah.
Don't be a trad agency. Well, I will say that sometimes I don't know whether you should be or shouldn't be whatever that thing is.
I will say
I didn't know if Trapped was good or bad. I didn't know if Unk was good or bad. We can't know everything.
And I also don't think we can judge all trad people.
Some people want to be a trad wife.
It's great.
Good for you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. All right.
There's room for all. If there's room for me in this agency, there's room for all.
I would say like you may be the trad wife of this agency.
Ethan is the trad wife.
Yeah, I think I am.
Like he's like, someone needed to do the books, girls. And that was Juanita, of course. But like
you guys don't know what accrual means. Okay.
No.
Never will. But you know what? Thankful for the trad man in my life who does, Ethan Thomas. All right. In conclusion,
we're going to do this.
That's our show.
Thank you,
Hope
Ethan.
You enjoyed it
so much for being here. Thank you, honestly, for being in our lives and working with us. I don't know what we would do without you. Please never leave
me, Ethan.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for putting up with me and my weirdo stuff too, like being a trad man.
You're welcome. Good luck out there, little podcast.